Hello and welcome back again to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make fondant icing for your cake. So if this is literally what you're really interested to know, please sit back, relax and enjoy. But first, you have to gently scrape the sides of your cake and gently tap on the bottom of the cake. The main ingredients you need for this fondant icing include your icing sugar, your corn flour, your colors. Over here I have navy blue and yellow, your CMC, which is the Carboxyl Methyl Cellulose, your glucose and your gelatin. So to a clean dry bowl, you'll be sieving out your icing sugar to get rid of particles. To another bowl, you'll be dissolving your glucose in a warm water, and your gelatin to another bowl you also be dissolving in a warm water before you have to combine them together, both the glucose and the gelatin. So to my icing sugar, I'm going to add in my CMC and incorporate properly. So at this point, I'll start going in with the mixture of gelatin and glucose. I will mix until I get a not too sticky dough. Okay, it's not going to be too sticky. Can you see the consistency? So at this point, I'm going to divide them into 3 parts because I have in mind of design I have. So I'm going to go in with my colors. The more deeper your color will be, it depends on the amount you applied. Okay, this is how you go in with the colors. You'll be dragging them in and out until you get the consistency you want. So at this point, this is the consistency I want. So I'm going to sprinkle corn flour on my working surface and my rolling pin and start rolling. You roll gently and flat into the shape of your cake. At this point, it is getting closer to the shape of your cake, and make sure this fondant covers this cake properly. So at this point, I'll be dusting out those corn flour. So for you to start shaping in, you have to first of all scrape out those burnt surface and make sure it is uniform in shape. Okay, you don't want to have a cake that is one side is up and one side is down. So make sure you scrape out those burnt surfaces. And then remember to apply butter on the bottom of your cake before you have to stick it on the board. Then at this point, you have to gently drag and push into the shape of your cake. Don't drag excess, okay? And take out excess of these fondants by cutting it out. And while dragging, don't drag too much so that the fondant won't tear or cut, okay? Drag and push into the shape of your cake. So at this point, my cake is ready. So I have to wash off this color to start up with a white color. So don't make the mistake of using that color on your hand to start rolling the white color. So you have to first of all wash it out properly. So at this point, I want to have an inscription or letters on my fondant. So I'm trying to roll it out flat and start cutting. So guys, you have the option of making use of your cutter, but I don't have alphabet or words or numbers cutter, so I made use of my knife and toothpick for the cutting. So if you want to make the work easier, faster and stress-free, go for your alphabet or your number cutters. Okay, All you need to do is to get your cutter, dip it into your corn flour and stamp it on top of your fondant, and it will form the letter or the numbers you want. It makes the work more easier, faster and stress-free. So at this point I'm trying to form a word. I ended up forming my name on the fondant, so watch me as I do that. So at this point I'm getting closer to finishing up. So I ended up forming almond clay. So for me to start sticking the fondant on my cake and closing up those edges, I have to make use of water. I'm finishing up the fondant already, so I made use of water to stick them together. And here it is. So I'll start sticking those words on top of my cake right now. And remember, I'm using water to stick those words. All you need to do is to dip your hand into the water and rub it on the surface of those alphabets. And you guys will be wondering how I ended up on those apostrophes. So I have already know how apostrophe is in a normal sense. So that was how I cutted it out using my knife and my toothpick from the fondant. And we are done sticking those words on it. So this is it. And hey, it's almost click. And if you're still watching up to this moment and you haven't subscribed yet, please darling, subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to drop a comment on the comment section. Thank you and see you all in my next video. Bye.